What's up, y'all? Sorry for the short episode. Drew was not able to make it this episode. I almost said this week. This episode. But we will be back together later this week to do a longer main episode for y'all and a Patreon episode for everyone that's subscribed. So for now, just enjoy this solo podcast with your boy. Help us get this plaque for the Dunn and Drew channel, baby. Yeah, that was playing, boy. Let's go. All right. Welcome to episode 172 of Dunn and Drew. And as you guys can tell, if you're watching the YouTube video, it is just me today. No Andrew. This is the third time now I've done a solo podcast. And if you're watching, I'm currently on the floor, recording this from my floor. I didn't want to sit in a chair. I wanted this to be an intimate conversation with you guys. So wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching, this could go under the ASMR category because when I'm by myself, this shit just sounds like meditation. So excuse the heavy breathing into the mic. Usually that is countered by Andy talking, but he's not here. And the reason he's not here is he's dealing with some very serious new emotions that he has never felt before. I don't want to get into the details. Only the people in our Snapchat group chat know the reason he's not here or know what he's going through. And I'm not the person who's going to sit here and share that with you guys. That's his job to tell you. And he didn't give me permission. So he didn't tell me not to, though. But, I'm not the type of person to be like, yo, this is why Andy's not here. But I told you it's emotional reasons. So you guys got me. You guys got me for episode 172. Happy February, by the way, Black History Month. Y'all know I don't give a shit about Black History Month, but, we need to teach it in schools and shit. You're going to hear it all over the place on Twitter, social media. That's all you're going to hear, Black History Month. February is my favorite month. It's my birthday month. Shout out February 18th. Shout out everybody who got a birthday in February. So January and February birthdays this year are experiencing their quarantine birthdays because they didn't have to last year because pandemic didn't hit till March. So I'll be getting my quarantine birthday this year. So I've got absolutely nothing planned for the 18th. I'm going to the 500. We'll get into that later. But yeah, February is a beautiful month. I love this month. So there's not going to be much sports talk on this episode, obviously, because just me sitting here talking about sports, I'm going to get bored just talking about that shit. I need some sort of rebuttal. I need somebody to tell me that my takes are trash or that this isn't going to happen or that you agree with me. I can't just sit here and talk to myself about sports. And we're in a weird part of the year where all we have is the Super Bowl coming up and we're dry. We have basketball, hockey, baseball's coming up, but this is not a podcast where we talk about any of those sports. So this podcast is mostly going to be me talking about my rants, raves, and reviews and just, personal stuff in my life, Drew's life, plans we have in the future, etc. This is going to be like a substance podcast. So, this is one of those rare podcasts where you could go back, you actually listen to it again and be like, oh yeah, he said that they were going to do that back then. Because normally the podcast we talk about sports and you can't listen to them again because the events have already happened. But we aren't going to harp too much on sports this episode. But I don't even know where I'm going to put the intro. I might just put it at the beginning. But let's do some shout outs. Shout out to everybody who watched our first live stream on YouTube last week. Everyone who joined and watched the podcast live on YouTube last week and was commenting live during the show. Shout out to all of you, and shout out to Caleb. His @ name on Instagram is @just_like_I_Drew_it. So yes, he DM'd us on Twitter and said, hey, could you shout out my Instagram page, which I have no problem doing. You know, I shout people out all the time, but could your name be any more complicated to say verbally? Just_like_I_Drew_it. So his Instagram name is just like I drew it, but an underscore in between every word. He's the guy that made our Tanked for Trevor merch that we're dropping in the fall, I believe. But those are our only shout outs this week because we did the YouTube live stream. So, you know, the comments were just the people who were commenting live. But Dunn and Drew is brought to you by Manscaped. Andy would be saying this if he were here, but we are in a little deep shit with Manscaped, guys. We did not reach our January performance. So what that means is we need you guys to go to manscaped.com right now. Use our code Dunn and Drew for 20% off and free shipping. Excuse me. And purchase something. We have enough listeners where if all of you listening to this specific part right now went on there, bought one item, we'd be chilling. We would reach our goals for sales. Now you guys know what they have. They have the perfect, I always call it the perfect package. They should use that instead. It's the performance package. It comes with the lawnmower, the weed whacker, which is for your nose and ear hair, the crop preserver, which is the anti-chafing ball deodorant, the crop reviver, which is the ball spray, the magic mat for your hairs. I actually shaved my sack while I was taking a shit today. That is the best way to shave your dick. While you're taking a shit, your dick's hanging in front of you. You just shave down. It goes into the toilet. Everyone should fuck that standing up shit. Take a shit, shave your sack. You buy the performance package 3.0, you get a free shed bag, travel bag. I love the bag. It's perfect for airplanes, for all your toiletries, and you get boxers with that. Both free. But if you don't want to go that route, you don't want to buy this massive package, you can just buy an individual item. We're just asking everyone listening to buy one thing. And if you've already bought something, that's cool. Buy one more thing, you know? Use our code. It's a new month, so we want to impress this February. So go to manscaped.com, use the code Dunn and Drew, get your item, get your 20% off, get your free shipping, and Dunn and Drew will thank you. That's all we're asking, y'all. That's all we're asking. Also, Dunn and Drew is brought to you by our Patreon. We got some new users in our Patreon. I see people joining the Discord every other day, and they're always greeted by the moderators in our Discord asking the new members to send a dick pic. Now, I'm the only one that sent my meat several times, so I'm still waiting to see when this rule is going to be actually enforced. But our Patreon is $5 to join. You get a bonus weekly episode where we go into more in-depth stuff about our lives, more specific stuff that we're not allowed to say. Usually on at least for me, you know, I go into more specifics on the Patreon because, you know, I don't want somebody finding this one day and being like, yo, we told you not to say that. You signed the document. So, you know, I break my contracts in the Patreon. That's why it's exclusive content. So hopefully no one, you know, snitches on me in the future. But we bring on our guests on the Patreon episodes. We call them icebreakers. So we interview everybody that wants to chat with us. They ask us questions as well. We vlog. There will be vlogs when this upcoming season comes. There'll be a lot of content coming in the future. You know, this only been around for so many months. It's not even a year old, I don't think. So, you know, I'm just looking forward to this next football season because, wow. Ooh, Me traveling and vlogging go hand in motherfucking hand. The best content. So let's, before I get into like any like sports talk or anything, let me talk about fall for a little bit. So I don't know if Andy wants me to say this, but there may be an opportunity for Andy to move back to Jacksonville. If he does, we will be living together. This is like a fake game plan. It's not, we want this to happen, and it will happen if everything falls into place. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. But the plan is, hold on. The plan is Andy moves. Oh, Andy just texted me that he's going to give the Patreon a shot. I don't know. I'm 15 minutes in, so we'll see. But he said he may move to Jacksonville. And if he does, I'll move in with him. We'll create content. We'll do all this shit together. All fall, 6 months, bada boom, bada bing. We'll see. That's why I'm like, Patreon gonna be lit if that happens. But we shall see. Let me go on to some rants, raves, and reviews real quick. A rave that I have is I'm going to be all in on NASCAR this year. I already got the 2311 racing hoodie. Got it for the free. Bubba Wallace, Michael Jordan, Denny Hamlin's new team. Bubba Wallace actually quote tweeted my tweet tonight of me mentioning him, saying I'm ready for Daytona. NASCAR also, the actual NASCAR Instagram page, commented on my last Instagram post. So I think I'm pretty much already in with NASCAR. I have a contact there who works in marketing, and I may be the next black, if there isn't one already, I may be the first black NASCAR influencer. We'll see. My commercial with Slim Fast is supposed to drop this month, so we'll see about that. I attended a funeral this past weekend. It's my sister's boyfriend's mother who died, so my niece's grandmother on the dad's side. So that was sad. I haven't been to a funeral since I was a child, and I hope I don't have to go to another one for at least 20 years. They had an open casket, and then they closed it before the ceremony started. But like, my God, I saw my grandma had an open casket. I remember that. I kissed her and shit. But like, fuck, forgot how real that was. I haven't seen a dead body in person in forever. So I couldn't look at it. I walked into the church. I saw the discolored body. I was like, fuck. Turned to my sister. I was like, Jesus. It's like, gee, open casket. Damn, fuck. So, Jesus. Funerals, not it. They are not it. Another rave I have is I've been immersing myself in real estate content. I ordered at least 10 books today on real estate investing. I've been listening to podcasts. I've been being smart about my money. I've been tracking my spending. I've been saving. My savings rate is high as fuck. It's like between 50 and 80% anytime I get paid. The hardest part is actually like starting to read the book. I like to read. It's just hard to start because I have this phone is very distracting, especially when you have so many people to talk to. Andy said he may try to do the podcast if I could edit it. He said, never mind, I'll edit it too if I can get through it. Well, I'm gonna do this whole episode and then text him and say, I just did an episode, so let me know if you still want to do one. But anyway, this all started like last year, like my financial research. It all started when I was like, I got too much credit card debt. So it started on me researching how to like pay it down, the best methods to pay it down. And I got that part out of the way. Now I'm trying to grow my shit. Because once you have no debt, now you got to build some assets. So that's what I'm on to now. That's what I do every day when I come home from the gym. I work on either Spanish or French because I know Spanish already. I'm not fluent, but I can hold myself a conversation. I'm just adding French to that. So I work on those two languages, and then I go into my real estate, studies. Not trying to become a real estate realtor or anything like that. I'm trying to be an investor. I'm trying to have multiple properties and shit like that. So, you got to learn the shit. You can't learn the shit if you're not reading, you're not fucking watching YouTube videos. So that's what I do every day. That's what I'm starting to take an interest in. This content shit for the birds, bro. This content shit ain't it no more. I still like making content, but when the content I like to make is out of season, I'm doing other shit, I'm not out here to make people laugh anymore, talking about fucking voiceovers to bird videos and shit. It's fun to do, but I don't find interest in that anymore. So that's what I've been doing lately, y'all. I've been researching up on real estate investing, been saving my motherfucking money. I've been talking to a chick and, making podcasts. That's what we're doing. And hopefully about to be the next NASCAR influencer. So life is looking good. Also, I've been working out. I work out a lot, but y'all know that. Sporting news. Obviously, the Super Bowl is this weekend. Chiefs, Bucks. I have no idea who Andy thinks is going to win. Maybe he should get on here. Maybe this will just be a warm-up for the actual podcast. We got Chiefs and we got Bucks. And I have no idea who I want to pick. I know who I want to pick, but I don't know if I actually think they're going to win. Obviously, I want to take Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. But it's not like Brady's invincible in the Super Bowl. My man's lost, 2-3 times? 3 times, I think. Lost to Manning twice in the Super Bowl, and he lost to fucking Nick Foles. Ain't no way he beats Patrick Mahomes, right? Ain't no way. He's got the offensive weapons to do it, but I just can't pick the Bucks here. I know Brady's a GOAT and all that bullshit, but I got to take Chiefs, man. They're different. They're just different. We ain't seen a team like this. When we seen a team like this, come on now. I can't do it. Let me check the spread real quick. I think the spread is. Oh, I clicked NBA. Why I'm interested in it. Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites. I'll take that. They win by 10. They probably will win by 10. The team is too real, man. So I guess that's my take. I bet Andy picks the Chiefs too. Just because he lives in Tampa, I don't think he would pick the Bucks. But it would be better to get his opinion on it. So I'm gonna finish like this podcast and then text him and be like, I recorded a little something, but if you want to do something, I'll do it. So we'll see. But this solo shit is not it. There's no analysis. There's no rebuttal. It's just, here's my take. Do what you want with it. On to the next topic, which is Stafford going to the Rams, which I'm not going to dwell on too much, again, because he didn't go to the Colts. He went to the Rams. Yawn. I'm bored. Who gives a fuck about Stafford on the Rams? I think it was me who said, wherever Stafford goes, that team's going to be a contender. I lied. This don't make the Rams any better. I mean, if it was the Colts, I think they'd have a decent chance because the Colts pretty solid fucking team all around. Run game, defense, wide receiver weapons. What the Rams got? No picks now. They got Stafford. They got Donald and Jalen Ramsey. And who the fuck runs the ball for them? They got Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Josh Reynolds. Boring team. But the Jags play the NFC West this upcoming season. So hopefully we hand their asses an L. But when I saw this news, it didn't do nothing to me. I was just like, okay, Stafford to the Rams. That's over. Stafford to the Rams. Goff to the Lions. I'm bored. Give me something better than that. Give me something better. Stafford to the Colts would have been better. I would have been pissed, but I've been more hyped to talk about it. I've been like, wow. Now we got some competition in this division. It's not a complete dog shit show in the AFC South. But no. Stafford to the Rams. I'm about to fucking go to sleep. Fuck that. And then Watson did demand a trade, but we already knew that shit. I really want to see where he goes, though. I don't know what's going to happen there. Coach talking about, I came here knowing Watson's our QB. Well, he gone, nigga. He gone. So I'm interested to see what happens there, but it may take months, you know. We got the draft in 2 months. You know, these NFL teams are going to be sleep this whole month probably. They're not going to get shit going until they're just going to be looking at their draft boards for the next 2.5 months. What else we got in here? NBA. Do I really want to talk about NBA right now? Yo, if me and Andy were doing the podcast right now, if I'm completely honest, I had nothing prepared to talk about. There wasn't anything other than the stock news all week. But me and Andy, we're not into stocks like that. So it's not really a conversation that we would have gone too in depth on. But all that happened this week was the GameStop stuff, the Dogecoin, and the Nets losing to the Wizards. Kind of a boring week. Did I miss something? Probably, because I'm immersed in real estate shit. Sorry. But for all the times the Nets have lost this season, before Harden even got there, but even while he's there, they're still second in the East. I checked the standings earlier today. They're still second in the East. I'm like, how? 9 losses, though. I thought they were worse, but apparently not. But they're still frauds. They're still bums. We're not going to worry about NBA right now. We're only a quarter way through the season. It's a long season. I'm in a fantasy league with some of the guys in our Discord. I'm like 12-41, pretty ass, but it is what it is. I didn't pay them my money for the winner, so they may never get that. They may never see that. That's none of my business. It's actually all of my business. But what else can I talk to y'all about? It's only 25-minute show. This shit is way too short. Last time I went solo, I think it went for like at least 35 or 45 minutes. But like I said, I had nothing to talk about this episode. But like I said, Andy's dealing with some shit that he ain't never had to deal with before emotionally. I just been on my education grind for real. My education and my fitness grind for real. We just on our podcast grind too. So, but like I'm looking through these notes, seeing if there's anything I'm leaving out. Just make sure y'all go use that Manscaped code. Dunn and Drew, all one word, manscaped.com, 20% off free shipping. Just get you one item. Just get you one item. We're not asking you to buy out the store, but that'd be nice. We just want you to use the code, cuz. But maybe this can just be a little teaser episode. Maybe me and Andy could get together and do an episode before the Super Bowl starts. And y'all stay up out here. It's tough out here right now. But just take this shit day by day, and you'll be all right. You got one life. You better live it, motherfuckers. Peace.